I click record on this computer. Let's see here. All right, well, good evening all. It's 8:03. No time to waste, we get started. I want to say thank you for joining this wonderful uh, webinar that I have for you. And some of you may not know me, but soon we'll become friends and probably will become family too. So I want to thank you for joining me today. So in fact, even before I get started here, um, well, thank you for joining. Uh, Again, guys, if you join today, and that really says a lot about you, because if we look at what's going on and all these things that are happening, it's a lot of stuff going on in this world. So to either come from work or while you are home to take this moment to join, that means a whole lot to me. I want to say thank you for joining. Also, that tells me that you are very serious about your future, about how well you want to do for you, your family, and your community. So that is great. Also, I want to say a big thank you to all those who are health professionals who are going to the hospital at this time to work. If you know anyone who is a health professional, whether it's a doctor or a nurse, an LPN, respiratory therapist, you name it, if they are actually going to the front line to save lives, I want you to really thank them, and we are so grateful for the work they are doing in this very difficult time. And we know with the COVID-19, there is a lot of pain and suffering. A lot of people have friends who are sick, parents who may not doing well at this time. So our hearts are with you. We are praying for one another. Also, I want to say, please follow the safety rules. Do your best to stay at home, and just to make sure that we can get over this. I know we are going to get over this soon. We'll get better, but in the meantime, we need to do our best to see not only to protect ourselves, but also to protect those that we love. So again, I want to thank you for joining. Now, quickly here, let me see. I want to quickly find out how you're doing with that situation at home here. So I'm going to put a poll here. If you could tell me how is your stuck at home experience been? Tell me how it's been for you at home. I know some of you are at home with the kids. I'm home with wife. So let me know if you still have to work, if you're frustrated, if you are enjoying it. Let's see here. All right, let's see how we have you. Okay, I have a lot of people who's still working. I have some people who's enjoying it. We have some people who are frustrated. All right, we have more results coming in. Thank you for participating. Guys, I want to get your feedback so we know how you're feeling. We have a lot of people who are still working, and probably working at home. Maybe you're working even longer than you would be doing at work. So I find that being at home get me to work a lot more. So I got 69% of you say I'm still working. I have 19% say I'm frustrated, and I have 13% say I'm enjoying it. So, so not that many of you are enjoying it, guys. So here we go. That is awesome. Well, thank you for and thank you for reaching out. Thank you for sharing your poll with us here. Okay, it means a whole lot. Okay. All right. So let's get to it, guys. In case you don't know me, okay, my name is Lou James Masters, of course. First of all, I started as an engineer, then get a little bit bored and become in management, get my MBA, work as a project manager. And something quite interesting happened back in, I think it was in 1997, 98. My dad was about to retire, and I go down to Orlando to basically help him sort out his papers. And then my dad always talk about how much money he's got in his retirement account, and he can't wait to retire. He's going to travel the world. And sure enough, when I go to his job and look at how much he has in his account, well, you know what? It was no more than $15,000. mind you, my dad had been working for 30 years, 2 jobs, washing dishes, and do the best to really provide an education for us. But one of the things that happened is, although my dad was putting money in his 401k, he never really understood how it works. He never understood the concept of the market going down, market going up. He doesn't know how to read his statements. So guess what? Money goes up, money goes down. And when he was time to retire, it was in the middle of a crisis. Guess what? All the money was gone. And I felt a lot of pain, a lot of frustration with it. And I actually get myself on a mission to say, you know what? I want to make sure that my dad will be the last person I know to go through this. So it's been my life journey to go around helping people, educate them, figure out how their money works and how they can do good for themselves, okay? So that's how I become a CFP, and I just completed my PhD and basically trying to improve every day. Currently, I am the CEO of Fiducia Financial Group. It's a small company of about 15 employees that we own with just one big family there. We've been running quite an interesting 7-figure business with multiple offices around the state, over 10,000 customers. And lately, I have been working on helping professionals and business owners to basically build 6-figure income, 7-figure net worth, meaning that they need to be millionaire. A lot of people talk about millionaire. It's not making $1 million that is important in being a millionaire. It's when you take all your income, you minus all your debts or liabilities, and what's left, if it is more than $1 million, then yes, you are a millionaire. So my job is to make sure, whether you're a professional or whether you are a business owner, my job is to get you to those numbers. So that's what I do. And if you're interested in getting 6-figure income, 7-figure net worth, and 8 more hours of your day to spend time with your family, then I am the kind of person you would like to have a conversation with, okay? So how do we do that? I do this from this movement that I call Level X. Level X Success Blueprint Program is a program for professionals who want to better themselves, get deeper relationships with their surrounding, their families, grow wealth, and build a legacy, okay? The second program I have is the Level X Profit Blueprint. This is the one for entrepreneurs who want, again, who want their businesses to become 6 figures in income and also have 7-figure net worth. Very important how we do that, through training, coaching, consulting, and also speaking. And finally, I am a guy of faith, enjoy church. I spent all my life there. So I have the Level X Ministry Training. This is where we build leadership and ministry development. So there is a little bit something for everyone in that Level X movement. Why do I call it Level X? Because I believe everyone needs to get to the next level in life. And for some of you, the next level is too small. It's not good enough. You have to go level 2, level 3, or level 4. So that's why I call it Level X, meaning that wherever you are, we need to get you to some next level, okay? Why do I invite you here tonight? Mainly because I wanted to give back to my community, guys. It gives me a sense of purpose. It brings me a lot of joy when I hear about some of my clients, how well they're doing, when I hear some people accomplishing great things in their life. And that means a whole lot to me, and I want to contribute to this. Every time I see a young professional, a young person complete a degree, get a new level at work, or I see a business owners opening a new office, it just brings me great joy. And so that's why I do this. So whether you're a business owner or whether you're a professional, I believe you should be a millionaire. And my mission, my vision is on the next 5 years, I would like to build about 1,000 professional and business owners. Not anyone. Of course, I spend a lot of time with my Haitian American ones. Anyone who's interested, I am game for that. Let me give you some disclosure here. And we got to say this. This webinar is for educational purpose only. I'm not giving you investment advice. I'm not your financial planner or advisor. Investing is a risky business, so please talk to your financial professional for advice that would fit your specific situation. And lastly, all numbers, charts, and information that I use in this presentation, they are not recommendation, but only for illustration purposes. Okay, now that we get out of the way, let's do it, okay? Guys, there is no doubt we're in a crisis. And it's painful, and we really feel all the pain for all those who are suffering at this time. Again, we are taking all the measures possible to be safe. We pray for those who are going to work in the hospital. Really, it's a tough, trying time, okay? But however, I want to also say that here we go, living with our hand, yes, somebody who's working in the health industry, those of us who have our kids who are doctors, who are nurses, it's heartbreaking just knowing that they have to go to work and they have, but again, they have to save life and they have to actually go in that front line, and we could not ask any more good-hearted people than those. So we pray for them, and we really, really thank them for the sacrifice. But guys, the truth of the matter is, in every crisis, there is an opportunity. And so as bad as things are, eventually there are opportunities. In the world of money and finance, in fact, money is never lost. Really, it's just change hands or it goes to the other equation. When someone loses a house, guess what? There is an investor who win a house. When somebody loses money in the 401k, well, there is an investor who grabbed the money. So the question is what side of the equation you want to be when the crisis is over? And that's what I'm going to be talking about to help you position yourself on the right side of the equation. Now, guys, I want you to be very interactive tonight, okay? I like to teach live, so I'm doing this webinar. I mean, I wish I could see you, I could hug you, I could hold you, but hey, we can't. So I want to make sure that you are with me here. Let's see your IQ and pandemic. What is the name and the year of the biggest pandemic in history? Tell me what is the name and the year of the biggest pandemic in the history of the world. I'm gonna give you a chance to answer here. Let me see if I can launch the poll. Here we go. Guys, let's see your knowledge here. Tell me what is the name, the year of the biggest pandemic in history. See everybody, some people says 1890, yellow fever. I have some people who saying the 2001 Ebola. Okay, 14. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Please feel joining the poll. Who do we have? All right. We got 28 seconds left. We have a lot of people here. A lot of you are voting. All right. So here we go. What we have, I have B is the answer. We have 75% of people, okay, saying B, which is correct. The 1918 Spanish flu. I have quite a few people who want to chat here. All right, Spanish flu. Our camera's disabled. No, they're not. You should see me here. Okay. All right. Oh, maybe I should share the result. All right, so I'm sharing the result now. Hopefully now you should see it. Here we go. So we have some people who say the Ebola. We have some people who say the 1890 yellow fever, but it is the 1918. All right, it's the 1918 Spanish flu. Okay. Now, guys, one more question for you here. All right, so it was the 1918 Spanish flu. You are correct. The next thing here is the 1918 flu, 675,000 people died, okay? 675,000 Americans died. Globally, more than 50 million people passed away in that flu. Ebola, there was about 11,000 people who died. The 9/11 attacks, almost 3,000 people lose their lives. Katrina, 2,000 people lose their lives. How about in Haiti, the earthquake, 100,000 people, again, 100,000 people again lose their life in the earthquake in Haiti. The point is, guys, these disasters are not new. From time to time, this crazy, very painful situation happens, as you can see, and usually a lot of people passed away. Now, let me test your market IQ, okay? Which one of the market crash below truly happened? Okay, I'm gonna push the poll here. Tell me which one of the market crash would truly happen, okay? Here we go. A, the stock market crash of 1987. B, the 9/11 recession. C, the Great Recession of 2008. D, the coronavirus market dip of 2020. E, all of the above. Let's see how well you know your stock market here. All right, I'm seeing a lot of, okay, let's see here. Got a few more seconds before I end the poll. Come on, hurry up and vote. All right, let's see here. 62% is voting. We have 70% people voting. Okay, you guys are off here. All right, I'm gonna end the poll and I'm gonna share the result. Here we go. So we have 36% of you said all of the above, and you are correct. It's all of the above. The stock market did crash in 1987. There was the 9/11 recession. There is the Great Recession of 2008. And of course, now we have the coronavirus market. All right, awesome. All right, let's do this. And I close this here. So all of the above, all right? So guys, 1987, guess what? The market went down by 22%, okay? 508 points. Boom, the market fell in 1987. Now, how long did you think it took for the market to recover? Okay, notice I said, in one day, it went down by 22.6%. There was a computer glitch and the market just tumbled. How long do you think it took for the market to really recover? Let's see here. I'm gonna put the poll to see how well you know this. Okay, tell me, how long did it take the market to recover in 1987? How long? Is it 6 months? Was it 1 year? Was it 2 years? Or was it 5 years? All right. Everybody's thinking. Everybody's thinking here. All right, all right. Okay, let me help you. 2 years, okay? So in 1987, it took 2 years for the market to recover. All right. Oh, so you don't have the poll, okay? All right, it took 2 years for the market to recover in 1987. How about the 9/11 market crash, okay? And the market lost 684 points in 1 day, 7.1% decline in just 1 day, guys. And the Dow Jones fell 1,370 points, 14% loss. American Airlines, United Airlines, all the big financial institutions went down by about 40%. How long do you guys think it took for the market to recover after 9/11? How long did it take for the market to recover back to its regular price after the 9/11 crash? Let's see if I can launch the poll here. I don't know. Can you guys see the poll here? All right. Some people say it's 12 months. Some people say 6 months. I have some who say it never fully recover. Okay, let's see here. More of you are voting. More of you is voting. How long did it take the market to recover after the 9/11? I'm going to end the poll here. And I'm going to share the result with you. Some people say 12 months. Some say it's never recover. Some say 6 months. Okay. And the answer is 1 month. And 1 month, guys, the market recovered on the 9/11. So meaning that just after a month, the price of every stock, all the investment goes back to exactly where they were before that happened in the market. All right. So guys, how about the 2008 crisis? You know about the 2008. You were there, most likely, right? The Great Depression, 31.8% of home value, right, went down. The market lost close to 40% of its value, destroying millions of dollars in people's retirement. People lose their home. And guess what? How long did it take for that recession to be over? I'm going to help you with this one. It actually took about 18 months for the recession to be over. Obviously, it took longer for the market to come back on, but bottom line, in 18 months, we were pretty much over with the recessions. So guys, the moral of the story here, if you look at this, the chart here, you do not have to be a super investor. You don't have to be the brightest person. You look here in 2009. This is where the market tanked in the 2008-2009 crisis. Look at here. We were about 7.5. Okay. From that point on, look at what it's doing. It goes up, 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 all the way to about 30,000 or very close to 28, 29,000. Okay. That's after one crash, man. way down to 7.5, okay, 7,500 to 28,000. Now, okay, you see this graph, but you don't know what it means. You say, hey, I'm not so sure, James. What does it really mean? Okay, let me show you. How much you think you would have made if you invested $10,000 in Apple in 2009? Meaning that when it was down to 7.5, if you invested in it, when it became almost 28,000, how much money you think you would have made? I want to see how good you guys are. I'm going to share the poll with you and let's see how good you are. I launched the poll. Tell me how much you think you would have made if you invested $10,000 in Apple in 2008, 2009. Oh, so I got some million. Some people say $1 million. Don't I wish? All right. Some people say 30,000. Some of you say 55,000. Some people say 113,000. Some say 1 million. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. Come on, hurry up, vote before we leave. And 2, 3, 4, 5. And the poll is closed. And I'm going to share the result with you here. The winner is 113,000. And that is correct. So really, if you invested $10,000 in 2008 and in 2020, right before this market crash, it would have been about $113,000. Okay. All right. So, guys, $113,000. That's what you would have made. So, what does that really mean for you guys? 13 times your investment, meaning that you had an investment, you multiply by 13. If you had done $100,000, it would be $1.3 million. Okay. So, you 10 times, 13 times your investment, almost 1,200% return, not including dividends. So for those of you guys who like iPad, iPhone, and all these things, well, let me tell you, I bet you did not get a chance, okay? I bet you did not get a chance to invest. You did buy some new iPhone, you buy iPad, you did some, some Mac, but guess what? You did not get into the money. And that's why we're here today to see how can you get to it. How about real estate, guys? How about if you had invested in a home? Well, I invested in a home for my mom and my dad during the 2008 crisis, and it was about $75,000. Now, how much you think this house is worth? Let me see if you can take a guess, guys. How much you think this house is worth now? Okay, here's the poll. Do you think it's worth 150,000? I mean, it double? Is it 3 times the money now? Is it 4 times the money or 5 times the money? All right. Let's hurry up. The poll is about to be gone. Voting. A lot of you are voting. I like this. You guys are awake tonight. All right. 1, 2, 3, end the poll. And I'm going to share it. 225,000 is the winner, but the actual number, guys, is $325,000. That's how much this house is worth right now. Now, of course, that's the deal what the tax people are saying. I'm not sure if it will sell for that much, but the moral of the story is you could almost 3 times quadruple the value of your home if you had bought some home back then in 2008 during the crisis. So, moral of the story, guys, I don't see how you're going to be a millionaire, how you're going to live a level-less life without understanding the power of investing. If you don't want to invest, if you're not investing in the right time, if you don't have a plan to take massive action to build great wealth when the market gives you things like this, I don't see how you can make it. So this is why I'm here tonight, to show you if you think how we can do this. Okay, guys? So where are my 2020 vision people? We have my new me, new decade. There was all kind of stuff we were thinking about doing for 2020, but we had no idea things were going to be looking like that. And I see a lot of hands are being raised. I will let you guys talk after the presentations when I have the Q&A, okay? But keep the questions coming, okay? So we never imagined that there was going to be that kind of excitement, that kind of things happening in 2020. We had great plans, but no one could imagine it was going to look like this, what we have today. So if you want to know more about this, you need to type interested, and I know you're interested, so we're going to go right to it. So guys, how long it might take this 2020 market to go? Okay, how long might it go? Right now, we are here we're running about 18, 19, that's where we were when I took the chart, okay, which is, I think, was like I think I did this on Monday, on Friday, okay? Well, some people saying this market might even go down to about 15,000, 14,000, okay? That's what some people say. So meaning that even though it's not going to go all the way down the way we had it in 2008, but we actually have a lot of room that this market can go down some more, meaning giving us bigger opportunities, okay? Now, why am I talking to you about investing when the market is going so bad? Huh? Why am I doing this? Guys, there's a little concept that you need to know. It's called the contrarian concept. What it means is when there is blood in the street, guess what? That's when you buy. In other words, when things are going bad, everybody's running away, okay? That's when you yourself need to go in. Think of it this way. When home prices are going up, everybody says, I need to get a home. Oh my God, people was panicking, thinking there's gonna be no more houses. So they jump. The more they jump, the more price goes up, the more the price goes up. So in that time, should you be buying houses? No, because if you do buy houses around that time, guess what? You buy a very expensive home. The same way too, when prices going down, people got scared, they freaking out, and what do? They start selling. They do the same thing for the stock market. And when they start selling like this, well, this is the time for you to look and say, man, maybe I should buy some. Because Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. So right now, the contrarian investing strategy, what it says is, you go against the market trend, against the sentiment. Why? Because people are driven by fear. I have so many clients who call me, they tell me, you won't believe what I did. I said, what? I just sold my 401k. I just get my money out. Or no good reason for doing so, but they did. Why? Because they're afraid. Well, then at this time, you yourself, you need to be looking for opportunity to buy in. And that's what I'm going to show you right now is what should you be getting, okay? So imagine, guys, in 2008, you bought 3 homes. If you had done that today, you'd be sitting very pretty if you bought 3 houses, okay? Because guess what? Everybody was getting out of home. Everybody was rushing to live in their home. But now, if you had bought some, you'd be looking very, very good today. In other words, the worse is the market, the better the opportunity for profit. And guys, I feel bad for saying this because when the market is going down, there are some people who's losing some money. There are people whose retirement account goes down. But the reality is, if you have time, if you're not in the rush to retire next year, in 2 years and 3 years, guess what? The worse it gets, the better it is for you. Because it's like a sale, man. The worse the sale go down, it keep going down and down, the more they put in the sale, guess what? The more you get it. So that's a great opportunity for you here. But I want you to know there are some risks also when you do that. It is a good strategy, but it may take a long time to pay off because the truth of the matter is we don't know for how long this market is going to be going down. Is it going to be in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 2 years, 3 years? I don't know. But what we know is whatever goes down, it goes up. We've seen this in all the crash, right, guys? I just showed you. If there is a crash, market goes down, eventually it goes back up. Sometimes it takes a month, sometimes it takes 1 year, sometimes it takes 2 years, 3 years. Who cares? If you have time, we're going in and we're going to wait for it to go back up because eventually it will go back up. The other thing is you can't really perfectly time this. Some people say, oh man, I'm waiting for it to go down all the way to buy. But the truth is if you try to do that, you never really know when it hits the bottom, okay? So at one point you have to say, man, stop being too greedy. That's good for me. It's kind of like, I want to buy this dress for you ladies who go to the mall. You know what? It's 40% off. You say, oh man, next week it might be 60% off. I'm going to wait. And the next week it is 60% off for real, except for that when you get to the mall, guess what? There's no more, okay? You can't find your size or they've been all gone. So at one point you have to make a decision to get in there and wait for it to come back up. Also, what I want you to know is you have to be careful because not everything going to recover. There are some companies that are gone today, they're never going to come back. There are some industries who's not going to make it. There are some companies who are not going to make it. So if you're going to do this, you need to be looking at companies that are fundamentally strong. Companies that have been there, done that. They went to many of these crashes before and they're still strong. So fundamentally they're going to survive. So You have to be careful again because some company will not make it. So here we go. So let's talk about some sectors that are affected with this COVID-19. The food and beverage, you know, people can go out to eat, right? Transportation, airline, taxis, right? Entertainment, can do no concert going on, okay? No conferences going on. Hospitality, no one can stay at the hotel. If you work at the hotel, guess what? You home right now because everything is closed, okay? Cruise line industry, no one is getting the cruise line right now for sure. And of course, a lot of small businesses. All these sectors are affected. So my point is you can look in those sectors and find some that you know who are winners and you can make a bundle of money. Let's look at a few stock, guys, okay? I'm gonna look at a few for you here. For a long time, okay? Delta Airlines, the drop was 69%. That's like a 70% when you go to the mall and you get a sale. It's like 70%, okay? Now, I mean, is it likely that Delta will survive? I pretty much think so. Southwest, same story. Let's look at the hospitality. Marriott was dropped by 70%, guys. Do you truly think that can be a hotel in the US and not having Marriott? It's not possible. So you know Marriott will be here when this thing is over because nobody hit Marriott. Nobody have any issue with Marriott. We just can't go there because there is things going on. As soon as things happening, we're back in normal. Guess what? We'll be wanting to go back and travel and stay at Marriott again. Hilton, same thing. Some technology one, Square. Why Square? I like Square. Well, you know, they're the one who's running Cash App. They're the one people making payments. Now, as we go to more cashless, no touch, far away, people are not trying to give your credit card to touch it, so I touch it. So no connection. Guess what? Those kind of companies are going to do well. Roku, Twilio. I like Twilio because they're the one who running this. They're running this way for you to just text your customers. Now, if you want to reach your customers, they don't read their email anymore. So sending text now is the new way, but they on top of this game. Are this company going to do well? Yes. And now they upsell 25%, 20%, 40%. Food and beverage, guys, we're all going to go back to eat out again, okay? So they 24% drop on Beyond Meat. Well, you know, that's a vegetarian chain. You know, when this kind of epidemic happens, people don't want to eat meat. Now you're going to see the more trend going to a vegetarian, right? McDonald's, guess what? Kids will never stop going to McDonald's, okay? As soon as, they won't even wait for COVID-19 to be over, they want McDonald's. McDonald's is down 48%, 50% discount. Financial Chase, guys, all these are companies that are good fundamentally, that there was nothing wrong with them before the crisis, and today, they have a big seller going on. Well, let me show you a picture, because a picture worth 1,000 words. Some of you may not be good, may not be so good in percentage, but look at this. He's Marriott. Before the crisis, 153. When the crisis hit, Marriott go down to 46, guys. That's almost like Chase, 4 times almost, okay? When I pulled this, it was at 70. Even at 70, that's still a huge sale. Again, is Marriott gonna go back up? I believe so. I don't know when, how long, but it will. Big sell, okay? Look at Delta, same story, man. The Delta was 63. If you look here and go down to $19, but if you look, guys, Delta always been around 55, 60. Look at the chart. You don't have to be a genius. You don't even to understand this. You see, that's where these stocks live, around 50, 60. But hey, it's at $19. Eventually, when people start flying again, it goes back to where it belongs. In the 60s, you triple your money. Roku, same thing. Look at Beyond Meat, 176. That's where it hangs out. And now it was being sold at $80, $89. You even went to 60. Guys, you don't have to be a genius. You get into this and you will for people to start eating again. It should find its way back on, okay? Chase, oh my God, one of the best banks. $140 is what it was before the crisis, guys. Now look at Chase, go down to $76. I mean, if you just, but normally it lives in the 120s. That's where it lives. That's the value of it. Is it gonna go back there? Oh yeah, it will go back up. Okay, when? I don't know. 1 year, 1 month, but it will. Guys, now here we go. You say, well, James, I don't know anything about stocks, so I wouldn't even know how to invest. Here's the first thing you can do. You go to your job, and go to your 401k and say, sign me up for my 401k if you didn't sign up yet. And look at your age and tell them to put you on the target date retirement fund. All it means is if you're a 30-year-old kid or a 30-year-old adult, sorry, that means you have 35 years to retire, assuming you want to retire at 65, okay? You can do it earlier, but let's put 65, okay? So you have 35 years, and 35 years will be in the year 2055 if we are still alive, okay? So you tell them, look, put me in retirement 2055. That's what you got to do. And that will put you in enough stocks, enough growth for you to take advantage of the market. That's all you got to do, guys. You just go in there, tell them to put you in that fund, and start contributing on it. How hard that is that, guys? Okay. Now there are some other ways. You can, again, you can increase your 401 contributions. Some people say, you know what, should I stop my contribution? I say, no. This, can you believe there is a sale? If they had a Toyota sales and you want to buy a bunch of Toyota and there's a temporary sales, would you not go get more money and buy more? No, you go and buy more when there's a sale. So there is a sale going on right now. If you have 401k, if you are doing 5%, it's the time to put 10%. Is it going to go down in the meantime? Yes, it might. But in 3, 4, 5 years, if you have times, you're going to love what you did, okay? If you don't have a 401k at work, you can create your own individual retirement account, whether it's on the regular IRA or not. And you can even put up to $12,000, $6,000 for last year and $6,000 for this year, and start investing right now. You do the same thing. Say, I want a retirement bit of the year you want to retire. Guess what? You're in good shape. If you don't want to do that, you can just create, if you're one of those investment savvy guys, you want to create your own regular investment account, and you can, I'm going to show you a few websites, and you can do that, and you should be good to go. You can also think of your own business. Think of, maybe is there a business I can do right now that you see there is some needs that happen in this crisis that people are not fulfilling it. You might open a business that solves that problem. There's going to be a lot of new businesses because there are a lot of issues and problems that we identify in this crisis that they're going to need businesses to take care of them. So maybe you have an idea that can solve, I don't know, some kind of communication problem. Who knows what kind of product you can come up with, okay? How about thinking about your kids, okay? Children have time. So it's a good time to teach your kids about investment, buy some Apple stock for them, buy some McDonald's for them, some game companies, so they can watch it growing as they're playing those game, guys. And guess what? They're gonna see more crises in their lifetime. So let them know. Right now, what I'm doing at home is teaching the boys to open their account, reviewing stocks, know what is what, figure out what the crisis is doing to them so that they understand next time there's a real crisis, and maybe long gone, but they will know how to take care of it, okay? Big question, when will the market hit bottom, okay? When do we know it's gonna start going back up? No one knows. But I'll be looking for a few things, guys. First, I'm looking for the stimulus package, which just happened because it's an election year. I'm sure this government doesn't want the economy to go crazy, so they're gonna do their best. They're gonna pump money into it. The next thing I'm looking for is when we have a flat curve for the disease, meaning that when we have no more new cases and it starts decreasing. Or maybe when we have a vaccine that comes on that is very effective. When those things happen, that's when you know this market is probably going to be turning around a little bit. Also, I'm waiting for what I call the second quarter earnings report. Today, I know Delta is losing $80 million a day. We will not know the extent of the damage until they give the earnings report. Earnings report is when a company let everybody know how much they lose, how much they make, okay? So until we see those, we can only guess they're losing money, but we don't know how much. So on the day of those earnings reports, when the world finds out how many millions and billions of dollars have been lost, the market will go crazy and it will gonna go down. And on that day, my friend, you're gonna already know that some of the company are gonna come back up anyway, and you're ready to jump in and do some serious damage, all right? Okay, so what should you do now? Get your money ready. No money, you can invest. No money, no honey. All right, create your account. Okay, I'm gonna show you a few websites you can do that to create an account. Start looking at some stocks, study them. Man, a lot of you spending a lot of time on Facebook. You're watching so many funny videos about this virus. I don't know what's so funny about it, but people are watching videos left and right. Some of you are gluing yourself in front of the TV. You're watching the same coverage over and over again. Guys, that's not helping. Take some time to make it a little bit positive also. Stay informed, be positive, hear and read the news, not just for fear, but for vital information. Listen to what's happening, what the government is doing, okay? And most importantly, share that information with other people you care about, guys. People ask me, what about real estate? Do I think it's gonna go up and down? Well, guys, I don't know. The thing I know about real estate is I think the market will be frozen because nobody's letting people in their home right now, okay? Nobody's trying to let people get into the house to show house. So price will be frozen, interest will go down. And when it's over, depending on how many people lose their job, people who no longer have credit, that would determine whether the market is gonna go up or down for real estate. I bet I will wait, I would see a little dip anyway, no matter what. So if I was buying a home right now, I'd probably wait to see what happened because it's hard to tell what's really gonna happen when everything comes. Now, guys, if you are afraid of the market and you just not going to touch it, you don't care about stocks, you hate stocks, well, then I have another one for you. You might want to look at. It's called a universal index life policy. What it does, guys, believe it or not, too good to be true, but it's true. I'm using it myself. It allows you to do your investment and your cash value can earn up to 12%. Okay? What it does is when the market is up, you get 12%. I mean, if the market do 12, you get 12. If the market do 6, you get 6. If the market do 18, you still get 12. So you have a cap. You can get up to 12%. But the beauty of it is when the market goes down, like it's doing now, you don't lose nothing. So market goes down -10, you just get 0. That means you don't lose anything. And let's see how it's been doing over the couple of years. This little chart shows you what happened since 2000, all the way to 2017. If you look here, you look on 2002. 2002, the market lost 22%, down -22. Guess what? They were at 0, okay? And look, also, the market went to -37 in 2008, but look at them. They were at 0 on the green line, okay? How about when the market went to 16% in 2012, but you get 12%, okay? When the market was 11.96, you get 11.39 for them, okay? Of course, when the market was 21%, you did not get the full 21, you get 12%. Now, let me show you what that means in terms of dollars. If you had put the same money, if you put $100,000 in 1998, you put $100,000 in the market, which is the red line, you put $100,000 in the IUL, which is the green line, let's look to see what the difference would have been in 2013. Of course, we can even bring it all the way up. I don't have the final numbers. 100,000, the market went up to 136. It go down to -78. It went up all the way up to 145. It go down to 100,000. Finally, it went up to 160 when the market started picking up. But look at the green line. The green line keep on going steadily up, steadily up. At the end, the market would have $160,000 in your account if you were in the market. If you're an IUL, you'd have $198,000, almost $200,000, about $40,000 more. Again, that's for somebody who does not want to mess with the market, who is afraid of the market, who does not understand, and who don't like to the word of losing money. They say, I want to put it somewhere, don't have to worry about it. I just get my 12%, up to 12%, and I'm safe. Again, that's another option for you. It's not what I'm here to talk about, but we can even have more discussion about it again if you're interested. What's good about this? It's low risk, it's tax-free benefits. If, of course, it's a policy, like it's a life insurance policy. If you die, you get the money anyway. It's almost like your bank. You can put money in there and take it anytime you want. The difference about it is for long-term. It's not something you want to do for short-term. It's a long-term investment. Of course, it's based on your health and your age, okay? And the good thing is you can mix it. You can do some on the market, you can do some on it, give you a balance. So when market is doing good, you're okay. When you're losing money, you're doing okay there too. So you have a balance, okay? Where can what resources do I need? Investor, Vanguard.com, that's where you want to go. That's the best place to create an IRA, guys. It's cheap. You go, you do a regular IRA or a Roth IRA, you're good. CGI Ameritrade, I liked it for trading because you can buy your stocks there. You can analyze your stocks there. It's free if you're doing stocks. So go there, Market Watch for you to do your research. Investors Place, that's another thing for research. Some people say, I don't have a lot of money. I'd like to invest a little bit. Stash is one of the places you give a little bit of money and they just get you a little bit. Of course, you can go to Level X. I have a lot of people who's asking questions. What about Schwab? That's one of them. I mean, guys, it's a whole lot of places we can do here. And sorry, guys, if I was having issue with the poll, as you can see, I'm learning how to be proficient in this, guys. All right. So, you guys, you Google this thing, you'll find plenty of, you guys are smart people. Take a little time to research these things. I promise you, you're gonna do fine. Also, here's a couple of places also you can best investment. Robinhood is for free trading. For the young kids who just want to play around and free trade, you can do that. Investior, that's best for learning about investing. Guys, so many resources out there you need to do, okay? Guys, there are 4 types of people with 4 different mindsets. Some will be clueless. Obviously, that's not you. Why? Because you're here tonight. So if you were clueless, you wouldn't even be here. But there are some who are field-driven. They know there is opportunity, but they're scared. They're not going to take actions. And they find all kind of excuses not to take actions. They say, I don't know. I'm not sure. If you don't know, you can learn. Okay? You can ask questions. Call me, text me, email me. Go to our Facebook page, ask questions. Join the Level X Success Blueprint Facebook group. Ask me a question, I will respond to you. Okay? Some of you will be procrastinators. You know you want to do something, but you're going to keep putting it off until, guess what? Market snap up on you, you lose the opportunity, okay? And there are some of you who are action takers, who's going to take action, who's going to be engaged, who's going to get educated, who's going to join the Facebook group, and we are going to do it together. Now, I want to know, I'm going to put the poll back on, guys. I want to know which one of these people you are. Let's see who I have. Are you clueless, field-driven, procrastinator, and action taker? Let me see here. Guys, we have a lot of people in this webinar. I mean, it's a lot of you. Oh, I have clueless. I have some field-driven. I have some procrastinators. Okay, at least it's good to confess. That's the first step into getting better. All right, all right. Action takers. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I'm going to share the poll here with you. In the poll, as you can see, I have a lot of people who are action takers. Okay. Very good. So now that you are action takers, you tell me which one you want to be. Your call to action, guys, join my Level X Success Blueprint Facebook group. Okay, because that's where I'm going to give information every day. That's where you can ask me questions every day. You can share the link of this training when I send this video to you, share it with somebody. Let them wake up their mind a little bit, okay? Or you can join me on Monday night at 9 p.m. I have this show called the Level X Game Plan. It's the game plan. It's where you come on and we talk about what's your game plan for winning in life, your game plan for investment, your game plan for great family relationship, your game plan to become the best yourself, your game plan to be a great leader, because a lot of you can be great. The only reason why you are not reaching your potential is because you don't have a game plan. And if you have a game plan, you don't know how to adjust it in time of crisis, so you need someone to hold your hand, okay? Or just send me a DM on Facebook with the word interested, text me on my phone, or email me back, just says, I'm interested, and we would love to help you. Guys, I have to say this, I'm not your financial planner. I'm not giving you investment advice. Investing is risky business. Talk to your financial professional. It was just for educational purpose only. No responsibility for your gain and loss in the market. My job is to help you as a business owner or as a professional to be a millionaire. If you'd love to talk to me, I will sit down and create a plan with you so we can get together. Don't forget to stay healthy, guys, because you see there are some symptoms here. If you're having fever, you feel tired, you're coughing, short of breath, you know you might get hit with the coronavirus. Please take care of yourself properly. Guys, I thank you so much for joining. I'm going to open it for questions now. And of course, you have all the places where you can join me here. All right, so you can go to Q&A, ask your questions, and I would love to take care of you. Somebody asked, is 403B the same thing with the 401k? Yes. At the hospital, they call it 403Bs, and the school system, they call them 457. In regular employment, they call them 401k. If you are by yourself, an individual, they call it IRA. So here you go, it's the same thing. Okay. You say, can you go back to the other page? All right, I will try to do that. What can college student with a little bit of saving do? If well, so I'll give us a great tip last time. It says that stash. I think it's one of the places that allow you to invest very minimum amount. Instead of buying a full share, you can buy a fraction of a share. I think we might want to put the link there, or I think I have the link somewhere where we can send that to you guys, so you can actually start investing, even though you don't have money to buy a full share. Other question, what is the cost to be part of your program? That's a great question. We can have conversations because all our programs are very tailored. It's customized for you, your family, your plan, your dream. So until we talk and see what you want to create, then we wouldn't even know what would that look like. But we would love to have a conversation with you. All right, any other question, guys? I see some more questions here. Okay. Somebody say, when do we know we should go in? Like I said, we don't know when we go in, but we know we really down. We can go down some more. So what we can do is you can split your money, buy a little bit now. And then if it goes down more, put a little bit more. So you don't have to put all at once, and you can phase it in. All right. If you are already contributing the maximum allowed on your plan, what other options are available? All right, so that means you probably, you must be a business owner. In that case, we have to look at other options. Like I said, the IUL is one of the options, okay? And usually they have a pretty good, you have a pretty good max in your SEP plans. So we might have to look into what other options we may be using for you and other also. Don't forget, if you're a small business owner, if your wife is working with you, you can shelter some on your wife, as long as you design the plan properly to take care of the other employees. So there are quite a few options, Anthony, that we can use. And we can talk more about some of the details. Thank you, Soel. You put Soel, just send that to all of you guys. The link for Stash Invest. This is if you're a college student, if you don't have a lot of money, you can click on this and it allows you to invest very small amount. Thank you for sharing, my man Soel. Very, very useful. Okay. Any other questions? Somebody, Marika Sensei, does my work IRA fall under IUL? No, an IRA is directly investing in the market. So if you have an IRA, it's actually in the market. If you have an IUL, it's not in the market. It comes in the form of a life insurance policy, but it uses the market to give you return. Okay. So two different things. How much money do you need to get started? Man, you can start these days. You can start investing with as little as $50, $100. Nashby, you just got to get started, man. It's amazing what you can get started with. Oh, guys, we got questions here. You guys are very interacting here. I like this. Are there index funds in which we can invest the money in my IRA? Yes, very good. Yes, of course. Just like you can go to a 401k and you can say, do retirement 2030, retirement 2040. If you open an IRA, for example, with Vanguard, you can select a Vanguard retirement 2020, 2030, just the same way. Even though you don't necessarily plan to retire at that time, you can do the same thing with an IRA. Perfect. Yes, no issue at all. Will the recording be available? Yes, guys. Oh my God, my computer